I know.
on multiple occasions within this 2 hours of Cottage Farms on QVC. We're attracting pollinators here with this set, $17.92, and it's the first day any host has been able to say that about this collection. $4.48 on Easy Pay, free shipping and handling, $15 off for these plants.
Woo.
But Katie, as we look at them growing here, why would we want to grow them in our own gardens?
Oh, Salvia is an awesome plant. So if you've grown Salvia before, why we've chosen this one is because it's going to bloom longer and because it has the biggest blooms of any Salvia you've ever seen. Look at these, they're huge. So even if you haven't grown Salvia before, some of the cool things about this plant are that it's also compact. So it's another great front of the border plant. It works awesome in containers. Some of our other Salvia, you might not want to put it in a container because it can get a little too tall, but this one only grows to be about a foot, 12 inches to 14 inches tall.
Okay.
So it's a really nice short plant, plus it's going to attract those pollinators. And so I know every time we have a plant that attracts pollinators, you guys go crazy for it because you know how much the pollinators need our help and our support. So putting something like this in our garden really gives them that help they need.
Well, I refer to it, and it was just a phrase that occurred to me, as intentional gardening.
Absolutely.
It's like the idea of, if you're going to plant something for your own enjoyment, you're planting anyway. If you could take it to the next level, what would that look like? And really, what are the benefits, not just to your property, but to the area, of then encouraging those pollinators to swing by. So it's really that concept, and I think for little ones, for you and your kids, that, you know, I grew up in the garden with my meemaw and planting every Mother's Day with my mom. I mean, it truly was a family affair for us. The idea of letting your kids or grandkids understand we're planting these because, and giving them some of that foundation, those are the things they remember forever, that they take with them forever, that you're fueling that passion. Are these perennials?
These are perennials, yes. So, you know, could be the end of your first season even here, or, you know, it could be your second season. You'll definitely get flowers this year. In fact, we have our ship sample here. Oh, that's the catmint. Where is our ship sample? Right here. It doesn't have any flowers on it, but you will definitely get flowers this year. And so it's going to be a really quick, because when we choose compact plants like this, they'll be quicker to get to their full potential because, you know, they don't need to get 10 feet tall like some of our other plants. So you are going to only get more and more flowers year after year, is what's so great about this plant.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong on this, and there's a good chance I am. Could you put this near the butterfly bush?
Absolutely.
That we have coming up in a little bit?
Yes. And
or
so
what?
I have a butterfly garden actually that I'm building in my house.
Okay.
And so I'm putting together a bunch of pollinator plants. Let me grab that butterfly bush because that looks awesome together.
Well, they just kind of remind me, I mean, obviously that butterfly bush, since it's more compact than the traditional kind, but I just think that the shapes are kind of similar and look neat together.
Oh, they look fantastic together. So sometimes I like to say, let's mix up the shapes. But here, what you're getting is, you're getting some of the similar, very similar conical shapes. So that's what's so awesome about this butterfly bush and this salvia here, is how the flower is so unusual. It's a conical flower. You could even cut these and bring them in, which I love about all three of these together. We have the Shasta daisies coming up later in the show too. And what I love about planting any white flower, here we have the ivory on our butterfly bush, it adds that bright light to your garden. And so this would be an awesome little trio for your pollinator garden.
How much sun does the salvia
Everybody
need?
wants full sun here.
Okay.
So all three of these will like full sun.
Great.
Yep, and perfect heights here. You get about 3 feet here, 14 inches, about 24 inches. So you're making a nice little garden for yourself.
Yes, that's what's so cool about having you here. Like, the plants are one thing, but then the expertise and getting ideas, and I mean, that's why I love shopping for plants at QVC, and maybe you're the same way. I just really sit on the edge of my seats during your shows because I'm learning so much and I get excited, and then you can see what's possible. So once you put them in the ground, if you follow the guide that's included, and we haven't touched on that yet here in the show, we're 30 minutes in. I'd love to, is it down here, Miss Katie?
Oh yeah, thank you.
Because if you're new to gardening, or you've never tried this particular plant before, and you're not taking notes right now, it's great to know this is included so that you can't go wrong.
Right, and this is included in everything that we ship to you. It includes full sun requirements, fertilizer requirements, how you plant it, if you want to put it in a container, put it in a 12-inch container or bigger. So it includes everything that you need in here. And a lot of people like to put these in a shoebox or some kind of binder and save them. If you're more like me and you lose things, all of this is available on cottagefarms.com, QVC.com. So don't worry, you don't have to keep it, but it's really nice and handy handy. I know a lot of people really like to have
Yeah,
this
I keep
nearby.
mine with my fertilizer,
That's a
my
great-
packets of,
yep.
you know, I've got my Cottage Farms fertilizer, and I just try to keep everything together. Got a, you know, a shelf area in the garage where a lot of that stuff lives. But really, once they start growing, they kind of take care of themselves. So once you get them planted and you know where to put them, then you're fine. I do wonder about the parts of the country for this one, and I would love to ask that question almost with every plant because, you know, in a lot of cases, it's more selective, like plants thrive where it's warmer or where it's colder. What do we know about this one?
Salvia is incredibly hardy. So again, if you've grown salvia before, you are getting bigger blooms, longer bloom time, and a plant that's going to withstand heat. It can withstand cold if you're in a colder climate over the winters. This plant can grow anywhere in the country. So don't be, you know, if you've never gardened before and you want to start with a pollinator garden, go ahead because all three of this collection is very versatile in all parts of the country.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
It's 4 pieces, so you're going to get 4 plants. Like Katie showed us, 4 of those are coming to you for a sale price of less than $18. These prices in this show, if you don't mind me saying, are just crazy town. But I love it because then you can get them all.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And not be spending a fortune to have a beautiful garden at home. And since all of this stuff is on Easy Pay too, it's $4.48. And since it all ships for free, it's like, why not plant these? Also coming up, we've got this 3 pieces in the event of the Enduring Hope Dwarf Landscape